Hey y'all, today I want to talk about my favorite camera ever. So y'all know I make videos for a living, and if you don't, now you do. And that means I have so much gear. Like a ridiculous amount of lenses and cameras and
tripods and lights and microphones and...
Honestly, my closet over there is like half audio-visual technology and a little bit of clothes. And of course, when I'm filming something for a client, I'm gonna bust out that camera that gets like 1,000,000 pixels in resolution and the microphone that gets like the cleanest, crispest audio you've ever heard. But 9 times out of 10, when I wanna make a video for myself, when I wanna film my life, and I actually wanna live my life while I'm filming, there is one camera I grab over and over again. I love it so much, it's like part of my family. And here it is, it's the Canon PowerShot G7X. Now before I get into all the reasons why I love this camera so much, why I'm emotionally bonded to it, first let me say, I don't normally do a lot of videos about tech, because when people come to me and they say, I want to start making videos, what kind of camera do you use? What kind of camera should I buy? The first thing I tell them is, if you want to start making videos, you shouldn't buy any camera. You already have a camera, and it's right here. Well, here and here. So right now I want you to ask yourself, are you somebody that wants to start making videos, wants to start making vlogs, and you haven't started yet? In fact, if you haven't made at least 10 vlogs with your phone yet, I want you to stop watching this video right now. Why are you still here? Go take your phone, make at least 10 videos with it, and then come back and join us, okay? Bye. All right, cool. So if you're still here, you've been working with this thing for a while, right? And you're feeling pretty good about making videos, you're wanting to do more, but you are increasingly aware of the limitations of this device, right? If you're looking for a camera that is a step up, something that's super flexible, and you have a little bit of Skrilla to spin, and especially if you make the type of videos where you want to vlog your life, you want to vlog things in the go, in the moment, from destination to destination, something that's really convenient. But despite that convenience, it's still going to look stunning. I can tell you from my experience that this camera, the Canon PowerShot G7X, will do it for you. Okay, here are all the reasons I love this camera, and I think you will too, in no particular order. Number 1, it's small as hell. The fact that it's small as hell means that I can take it with me anywhere and it's not a problem. I can put it in my pocket. I don't have pockets right now, but I normally can just put it in my pocket or my purse and I'm out the door. Y'all, look at this lens that goes on my DSLR. It gets beautiful footage, but it ain't going in my pocket. So yeah, number 1, it's tiny, and that's excellent. And speaking of throwing it in my pocket, number 2, I love this lens because it's durable. And to prove that, I'm actually gonna take my car right now and drive over this thing. No, I'm not gonna do that, that's dumb as hell. Look, you don't wanna bang it around on purpose, but you can pull it in and out of your pocket time and time again, and the construction feels super rugged. I've never had any parts come off. And I can't say the same for every piece of equipment I've bought. This is solid, and that's important for a camera that you want to have with you all the time. You don't want to have to worry about babying it, and you don't have to. Number 3, it's got automatic everything. Everything. And I know I'm gonna get comments from people who are like, you do professional video, that means you're not supposed to use automatic anything. Isn't that a sin against humanity? Y'all chill. No, it ain't. Automatic settings are fucking great when you're documenting a moment that only happens once and that you didn't expect to happen. Sure, if you're making a professional film in a studio and you have the luxury of time so that you can manually tweak all of your settings so that they look perfect. But when you're just walking down the street living your life and you did not expect 3 people in bunny suits to randomly cross the street when you were, and you're like, I really need to capture that bunny trio. Listen, those bunnies are gonna be gone by the time you tweak all your settings. The automatic settings on here are super simple, and they're gonna make sure that you capture the moment. Plain and simple, that's gonna result in a better story. Also, the fact that it's just easier for you, that it frees up mental space in your head so that you can do other cool shit in your life, that's just gonna make you likelier to actually create videos, right? Because it's not gonna be a sucky, painful process. Even the lens cap is automatic, and if you have ever dealt with lens caps, then you know they like to run away. Okay, next thing, the quality, the actual image quality. Like, it's stupid how this little tiny camera can get such great footage. Yeah, that's the end of that point. It's beautiful. Okay, next thing. As you may have noticed, it has a flip screen, which means it is a gangster vlogging camera. Okay, next thing. It focuses like a boss. It's got automatic focusing, it's fast, it's got face recognition that is excellent, it's got continuous autofocus for video, which means when it locks focus on something at the beginning of the video and that thing moves while the video is recording, it's gonna keep the focus on that moving object, which is extremely valuable when you're making videos. And you can adjust the focus with the touchscreen. Okay, next thing. Let's just talk about the fact that it has a touchscreen. That's amazing, especially if you've ever dealt with complicated button systems where you're like, which button is gonna make it go to the left or right, or let me drill down into a menu. No, you literally can just tap the button that's on the screen and it's gonna work. Okay, the next thing is the stabilization that's built into this camera is excellent. All right, it's not gonna look like a Hollywood film or something that's on a gimbal, if you know what that is. But for me, this might be one of the features that would be a deal breaker for why I would not want to use my phone anymore, because although the stabilization is getting much better on some of the newer, more expensive phones, y'all know you've seen some shaky ass footage out of some phones, right? People are vlogging as they're walking down the street and it's like we going on a roller coaster ride and we all getting whiplash. It's better than the Stabilization than any of my other more expensive fancy cameras. And it actually makes me want to take riskier, more creative shots because I know that camera is going to help me with stabilization. What else? The audio on this camera, I like it. You can't attach an external mic to this camera. That would be great, Canon. I would love a little shoe mount here for a mini shotgun mic. You heard me. But as you can see, the microphone is right here at the top of the camera, which is excellent if you're walking around like this, right? Because it's gonna pick up your voice clearly. And what else do you need, really? Okay, next thing. Low light performance on this camera is surprisingly exceptional. I mean, yeah, you're gonna see some noise, but it's not so much noise that you look at the footage and you're like, ugh, I'm not gonna show anybody that. You actually can capture what you do at night, what goes on at night, and feel proud to show that to the world. Okay, next thing. The zoom is sick. Basically, you can just do so much with the lens that's on here. You don't ever have to change it out. You can shoot landscapes, people, macro details. This is gonna do it all for you. Okay, finally, the last thing, y'all say I love it, is the price. I just looked it up. The Canon PowerShot G7X is $679 on Amazon right now. Look, I know some of y'all are like, bitch, I thought you said the price was a good thing. I know that's a big chunk of change, right? However, when I think about how much my other camera bodies cost, how much my other lenses cost, I mean, most of them are at least $1,000 pop. And again, they're not the camera that I am grabbing 9 times out of 10 when I'm making videos for myself. Not because they don't deliver quality footage, because they do, but they don't deliver quality footage at the same level of convenience and versatility that this camera does. And for that reason, this camera has brought me so much value. Hashtag besties. It's probably not a healthy relationship, but I love this camera, and that's why it's been worth that money for me. Y'all, I've made my favorite videos with this camera, and this camera has encouraged me to have experiences I never would have had because it's allowed me to capture my life, share my life, and reflect on my life so easily in a way that says, go get more life. Now, if that ain't worth several $100s, I don't know what is. That being said, it may not be worth several $100s to you, and I totally get that. And if it ain't, please don't go spend your money on it. And again, if you are just starting out making videos and you haven't even made a video with your cell phone yet, if you haven't made 10 videos with your cell phone yet, I don't know why you're here. Why did you watch this video? We already talked about this. Ultimately, the camera that's best to make your videos is the one that helps you tell the story most effectively. That's always a balance of quality, efficiency, and of course your bank account. But ultimately, it boils down to, what do you want to say? Why do you want to say that? How do you want to make people feel after they watch your video? And then having the creativity to figure out how to get that across, no matter what resources, no matter what tools you have. Alright y'all, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are interested in buying the Canon G7X or the G9X and the information in this video helped you make that decision, I would really appreciate it if you click one of the links below to make your purchase. Doing that will throw a little change back my way, but it will not raise your price at all. Also, if you're interested in more videos about, honestly, I'm probably not going to talk a ton about gear, but I do talk about how to make videos, how to tell stories online. I also have a series called She Leader where I interview women in tech, business, and beyond. Not here, I go to their place and we snoop around where they work because that's way more interesting. I also make vlogs about my life here in San Francisco, so if any of that sounds interesting, then subscribe, comment, would love to get to know you. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.